Worried about bailiffs? Let's talk about who they are, what to do if they visit, and your rights. Bailiffs, also called enforcement agents, have legal powers to recover unpaid debts. But there are strict rules about what they can and can't do, and knowing your rights can help you stay calm and take control of the situation. If you live in Scotland or Northern Ireland, the rules are different, and you can find out more information on our website. What do bailiffs collect? A bailiff might visit if you haven't paid your debts and if you haven't responded to a court action. They usually do this on behalf of a company or a council, and they collect things like county court judgments, council tax arrears, parking fines, and child maintenance arrears. When can they visit? They can only visit between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. at your home or at a business you run. They can't enter through a locked door, and if nobody is home, they can't come in. If you work for someone else, they can't visit you at your workplace. You should get a letter at least 14 days before their first visit called a notice of enforcement, so it shouldn't come as a surprise. If bailiffs have sent you a letter to say they'll visit you at home, you must not ignore what's happening. It's not too late to get in touch with the people you owe money to and offer them payments you can afford. They're usually happy to help. What to do if a bailiff visits? If a bailiff visits, the most important thing is to stay calm. Keep doors and windows locked and speak through the letterbox or from an upstairs window if you need to. Ask to see their ID and proof of debt or court warrant. If they can't prove who they are, you can ask them to leave. Their first visit is usually to try and arrange a repayment schedule. This happens if you haven't responded to their earlier notice. If you agree to payments, make sure they're realistic and affordable for you. Don't feel under pressure to agree to payments you can't afford. Bailiff rules mean they must only ask for reasonable rates of payment, and always make sure you keep any paperwork they give you. If you let a bailiff in, they'll usually make a list of high-value items that you own, and they'll make a payment plan called a controlled goods agreement. If you don't stick to the plan you agreed, they can come back and take the things to help repay the debt. That's why it's so important to only agree to payments you can realistically afford. If you're unsure, contact StepChange for free advice as soon as possible. What can bailiffs take? TV shows make it look like bailiffs take everything, but that is not the case. They will only want to take and sell items that will make enough money to pay off your debt. This includes items such as vehicles, electronics, and jewellery. They can't list anything just by seeing it through a window or a letterbox, and they rarely take items on their first visit. However, bailiffs don't need to enter your home to start taking control of some things. If you have a vehicle, consider moving it to a secure location away from your home before a bailiff visit, as they can clamp cars parked on the street or the driveway. What bailiffs can't take? There are important items that bailiffs can't take, including items you can prove you don't own, items currently on a hire purchase agreement, medication, washing machines, cookers, and essentials for work, study, or daily living. You can find a full list of these on our website. A letter or a visit from a bailiff can feel overwhelming. The sooner you get advice, the more options you may have. For free, confidential debt advice and support online 24/7, head to stepchange.org.